Hi everybody. I recently got the chance to drive a 2023 Toyota Corolla at a Toyota event just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. But the entire Toyota Corolla lineup was updated for 2023, and I wanted to first give you a quick overview. The 2023 Corolla got an update across all body styles and powertrains. It is still on its 12th generation, which first came out for the 2019 model year as a hatchback and the 2020 model year as a sedan, and all of them are built on the TGNA-C platform or Toyota New Global Architecture C platform. My video will give an overview on all the updates for Corolla, bar one, the GR Corolla. That is a mega new car that Toyota has built, and the moment I get the chance to drive one, I'm going to give that a full-fledged review, or maybe 2 or 3. I'm excited about that car, and that's the point. But quickly, let's start with the gas-powered Toyota Corolla sedan. There are 3 trims of that car now: the LE, which is now the base trim, the SE, and the XSE. The L trim is gone, and so is the 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine. The one and only powertrain for the Corolla sedan is now a 2 liter 4-cylinder engine, and Toyota claims that it is both more powerful and more efficient. Comparing 2022 versus 2023 LE trims, you go from 139 to 169 horsepower and 126 to 151 pound-feet of torque. You also go from 30 miles to the gallon in the city, 38 miles to the gallon on the highway, 33 combined, to 32, 41, and 35 respectively. Toyota credits this change to an increased thermal efficiency of the 2 liter over the 1.8 liter. Quickly, thermal efficiency is the amount of potential energy of the gasoline converted to kinetic energy or actual movement. In the good old days, 25 years ago, 25% was considered about average. This engine, Toyota claims, gets about 40%. By the way, SE and XSE trims of the Toyota Corolla sedan do have a different setup, different tire, etc., and they get 31 miles to the gallon in the city, 40 on the highway, 34 combined. You also get updated styling in the front and rear, a new standard suite of safety systems called Toyota Safety System 3.0, and also Toyota's new Audio Multimedia system with an 8-inch center console touchscreen that includes a bunch of new features like accepting voice commands, Google points of interest data, and wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The Corolla LE starts at $22,645. Going SE adds $2,400 to the price and starts at $25,045. And the top of the line for the gas-powered sedan XSE runs $27,795. Moving on to the hatchback. The hatchback is 2 trims, SE and XSE. It also gets that 2 liter engine with 169 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque, as it always has done. Fuel economy in the hatchback is 32 miles to the gallon in the city, 41 on the highway, 35 combined for the SE, and the XSE gets 30, 38, and 33 respectively. It also gets updates to the styling in the front and rear, as well as that safety and multimedia tech. The base price for the SE hatchback is $24,060, and the XSE costs at least $27,525. Okay, to the car I drove, the hybrid sedan. First of all, the hybrids also get revised styling to the front and rear fascias, as well as that suite of safety systems, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, and that audio multimedia system. There are 3 hybrid trims. LE is the base, SE, and now XLE is a hybrid trim. And you can choose between front or all-wheel drive drivetrains. It's available on the LE and SE trims. And those are drive shaft free all-wheel drive systems. That's an electric motor hanging out on the back axle. But now let's get to the car I drove. This is a 2023 Toyota Corolla Hybrid Infrared Edition. This is a brand new special edition of the Corolla, and it is a $565 optional package. The SE Hybrid Infrared Edition is available in either front or all-wheel drive, receives the Gas SE Sport Suspension and Power Assist steering settings. It also has unique red trim accenting both the inside and out. It runs on 18-inch wheels with a graphite finish and has other red accents sprinkled throughout. I review all kinds of cars, from a $25,000 Ford Maverick to a $425,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. I'll happily jump into Honda Accords, BMW M3s, and Porsche 911 GT3s. And I have fun every time. Please subscribe and join me. All right, let's take a real brief look at this 2023 Toyota Corolla Infrared. It's got, you know, it must be said, a nice look. I love the contrast of the white paint and the dark grille and the dark wheels. And then you've got this nice little pinstripe red running through the lower bumper right there. I think it's a real nice combination of colors and makes this car look more mean and menacing than you'd really think. I also think these headlights are quite striking, and they just kind of go on and on and on and on and on and have this nice little curve to them right there. Looking at the car in profile, I'll go ahead and put the dimensions on the screen for you right there. You know, compact cars, quote unquote, have gotten really big actually, and the benefit of that is you do still have more space and a bit more comfort as well. And again, hybrid technology is still giving us impressive fuel economy. Those are 18-inch aluminum wheels right there with Dunlop tires on them, and they have decent grip as well, it must be said. Looking at the car from the back, I do like this subtle lip spoiler right here. You know, nothing too in your face about it. You know, it gets the job done. I could do without this faux diffuser bit right here, but hey, it's not bad. And look at us, dual exhaust tips on our happy little hybrid here. How about that? Our SE hybrid infrared edition Corolla. Anyway, let's take a quick look inside. Another benefit of being bigger is that you've got pretty decent room back here. I am 5'11" or 181 centimeters tall, and I have, must be said, a few inches of knee room and room for my feet, and less than a 90-degree bend in my knees. The seat bottoms are reasonably high, so I have decent thigh support. There are also two USB Type-C charge ports right here for folks in back, and you know, the usual stuff on the door. I do like, again, a little red pinstripe right here. That's a nice little touch. And yes, we do get an armrest, and yes, it does have cup holders. How lovely. Let's go to the front. Usual controls on the door. These are manually adjusting seats, so you got those controls right here. We do actually have pretty darn decent upper bolsters here and lower bolsters too. This is a Corolla hybrid, and yet we have decent support. That is a pleasant surprise. Here is a closer look at the instrument cluster, and you can see real tachometer, real speedometer, other smaller gauges right here, but then this smaller digital screen right here to give a lot of information. Yep, suits me just fine. And there is our center console touchscreen. Has plenty of features on it. You can see here lots of things to do, you know, in our happy little Corolla. We do have automated climate control and also a Qi wireless charging pad right there. Quite standard looking Prindle right there. And here's our switch to go through our 3 drive modes. They are Sport, Normal, and Eco. Suits me just fine. And then beneath that, we do have a couple of cup holders, an electric parking brake, and some additional storage down here. Now, the Corolla has been updated for 2023, and that includes both the non-hybrid and hybrid versions. The non-hybrid Toyota Corolla is now exclusively a 2-liter engine that makes 169 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque, a noticeable improvement over the base 1.8-liter engine. And the hybrid powertrain has also been updated. It now makes 134 horsepower and 156 pound-feet of torque. Not blockbuster numbers to be sure, but an improvement is an improvement, and it is still a hybrid that does all the hybrid things that hybrids should do, which includes really good fuel economy, more specifically 50 miles per gallon in the city, 43 on the highway, 47 combined. Yeah, strong, stout stuff. Now, you can get a Corolla in either front or all-wheel drive, which is nice to have a smaller sedan that still offers you all-wheel drive traction, especially if you live in the northern states like I do. If you choose all-wheel drive, that means you get another electric motor mounted in back, and it is good for 40 horsepower. It is an on-demand all-wheel drive system, which means that the car is front-wheel drive unless it detects a loss of traction in the front. This system is very similar to the Toyota Crown XLE and limited models, and I just reviewed that car, and you can check it out right here, or you can see the link I put in the description. By the way, going all-wheel drive does in fact reduce fuel economy, but not by that much. And I have to say, I'm also surprised that Toyota didn't offer the top trim XLE hybrid as an all-wheel drive model. That was interesting to me. Generally, what I can tell you right now is that it is a nice, refined drive. We're currently going just under 60 miles an hour, and engine noise is largely in the background. Road noise is a little touch high compared to bigger sedans, but very acceptable for smaller sedans like this. And wind noise is well isolated, and it's generally a pleasant place to be. The seats are comfortable and have decent support on top of that, and we do have a nice, big, easy to read, well lit touchscreen to use as well. The instrument cluster is not digital, although it does have a smaller digital screen in the center to give some information, but we do have real tried and true gauges on either side, tachometer on the left, engine speed on the right. And I don't know, maybe I'm just aging myself here, but I kind of like that. All right, well, Toyota did advertise more horsepower even though it's a hybrid, so let's give it a quick test. Coming to a complete stop, and off we go. Yeah, okay. So the launch from a standstill was a little bit soft, but now that we're moving along okay. We're getting up to speed, not too bad. This is not meant to be a hot compact car, you know, or a hot hatch kind of a thing. But, you know, it's totally reasonable, and considering the fuel economy you get, I'll take it. And even though it is a hybrid and all these things I just mentioned, we do have drive modes. I am in the sport driving mode right now, and you know, the feel is reasonable. You know, I've got decent steering weighting, so it's not too light. I don't have a lot of feel, but it's not bad, and we're not going full tilt through these corners here, but you know, the body is pretty well controlled and behaving itself just as it should. Generally speaking, I think this is an entirely pleasant car. I think that if you're on a budget, and that includes budget at the pump and budget for a new car, this is a great option and has a lot of strong features. So no, it doesn't light a fire under you, especially if you're a driver enthusiast, but it does tick a lot of boxes for the no-nonsense practical transportation that you need, and you know, a pretty comfortable one at that. Hopefully sometime soon I'll be able to do a more thorough review of the 2023 Corolla and we can dig into it a bit more. But for now, I'm Robin Warner. Thank you for watching, and if you are still watching, I would really appreciate it if you like this video. Doing so helps me out a lot. Okay, goodbye. Getting good fuel economy still.